Hello everyone and welcome back to the Starseed Dragon channel. We are reviewing the Crow Tarot created by M.J. Cullinane. I don't know why I can't say this person's name, but there we go. We are currently on the Suit of Swords. The Suit of Swords. Keywords: ideas, logic, disagreement, knowledge, thinking. Element is air. King of Swords. The King of Swords is a strategic and logical crow, using methodical steps and processes. He is the one who figures out positive solutions that benefit the group. His strength and poise set him apart from the flock. Let me see if I can... There. There we go. This bird is comfortable in the role of leader, but is not power hungry. The energy of the King of Swords will bring a prudent and clear vision of success to the situation. The king may enter a trusted advisor as a trusted advisor, or may indicate that you are a source of reliable information that will benefit others. Upright, the King of Swords is recognized for his ability to handle situations with calming energy. Reversed, the King of Swords is an aggressive, manipulative, and greedy crow who cannot be anything more than a bully. Here we go with the bullies again, right? Okay. Queen of Swords is our next card. And let's see, the Queen of Swords is one tough bird. She is confident, independent, and wise. Her quick wit, sharp intellect, and a clear vision of what the future should look like have garnered the respect of all those around her. Flying above her throne is a crow symbolizing her ability to see the big picture. When the Queen of Swords pays a visit, it may indicate a time when a stern, well-calculated, and sensible solution is required. She may also appear as a mentor or teacher who inspires the best work from her students. The Queen of Swords card denotes a time when an impartial view is required to make the best decision. When the Queen of Swords is reversed, she can be seen as a tyrant who is unapologetic, cold-hearted, and short-tempered. She lets emotion cloud her judgment, and as a result may risk losing respect and tarnishing her crown. Yay. Next card is the Knight of Swords. That's a pretty horse there. What kind of little bird is that? It's not a crow. Let's see. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords rushes into battle as the wind whips around him. He charges ahead, pushing past all those who get in his way. It is not malice or anger that propels him, but pure momentum. The Knight of Swords brings youthful, enthusiastic energy to a job, which brings with it the inspiration to create a pathway to success. This card may indicate a project that you are excited about. There is swirling energy around you. You cannot be stopped. The Knight of Swords denotes a high potential and offers you the strength to complete a project. But it also brings a warning not to cut corners or make hasty decisions. Reversed, the Knight of Swords cannot channel his energy to focus on a single project, and as a result, attempts to go in too many different directions. If you are feeling scattered, look for ways to direct all that energy into a single purpose. The reversed Knight of Swords may also point to a person who brings a lot of energy, but not the ideas to complete a project. Okay, next up, the Page of Swords. The young crow uses his strength and stamina to carry the sword through an intense energy storm. Along the way, he may have lost a few feathers, but it was a small price to pay for a chance at something more significant. The page has found his stride and approaches the goal with a steady and relentless determination. The Page of Swords arrives with a message to throw caution to the wind. Get out there and fly. The time is now to take action. The page denotes movement, energy, and communication, all of which are essential for embarking on a new adventure. The Page of Swords reversed represents a person who talks a big game but doesn't have the experience to back it up. The card reversed may also warn of jumping in too hastily without proper research and as a result, wasting energy. Okay, here comes the card, right? You ready? 10 of Swords. Oh, this is sad. Oh, that poor crow. Okay. 10 of Swords. The defeated broken crow lies on the ground at the bottom of a cliff, surrounded by cold, barren rocks. Alone in his misery, this poor bird has been left for dead, impaled by 10 swords. His ordeal is marked by the heaviness of betrayal. The 10 swords could indicate being backstabbed and may denote the end of a painful situation. If there is one positive aspect to this card, it is that the time of suffering will soon be over. This card asks you to let go and accept that an end is coming. By doing so, you will find the strength to move on. When reversed, the 10 of Swords may indicate that you are focusing only on the negative, looking for reasons to distrust. The warning here is, don't let fear of betrayal prevent you from living fully. If you direct too much attention toward this feeling, you risk manifesting your worries. Yikes. The dreaded 10 of Swords. Probably the saddest card in the deck, I think. Okay, 9 of Swords. Alone in her nest, the crow wakes from yet another nightmare. Scared to raise her head, she cowers as the images of being trapped in a cage or caught in a deadly battle consume her thoughts. The 9 of Swords suggests that worry consumes you. There is an issue at hand that needs addressing, and inaction has manifested itself in the form of anxiety and fear. Your concern around this issue has the potential to manifest into the thing you fear most. The 9 of Swords is a reminder that negative thoughts can become facts. The 9 of Swords reversed brings the message that you are getting worked up over nothing, and you may risk losing sight of what is most important to you. Focus more of your energy on what is happening here and now, and not on what may or may not occur in the future. Good message. That's a good message to have. Okay, next up is the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. The crow is caught in a cage of swords and trapped in a long red ribbon that represents her limiting self-beliefs. She is a prisoner, powerless due to the lack of vision or inability to break free from her self-imposed cage. The 8 of Swords is a message to take back your power by looking at your situation from a different angle. The 8 of Swords denotes a challenge due to restrictions that appear to be overwhelming or beyond your capabilities. You have the power to overcome any problem. The 8 of Swords asks that you look inward to discover the potential within. Reversed, the 8 of Swords indicates that a time of hardship is ending. As a result, you have learned lessons that will help you manage future challenges. Yay! I like that message. Next up is the Seven of Swords. The cunning trickster crow is trying to fly away with a stash of shiny swords before the other crows can get them, but there are too many for him to carry. Nonetheless, he is pleased with what he can take. The Seven of Swords denotes a person who is attempting to deceive you or is trying to get away with something unethical. If you are hoping to be able to trick or take advantage of a person, the Seven of Swords serves as a warning that your plans will fall through or you risk getting caught. When reversed, the Seven of Swords marks a point in time where you are finding it difficult to take the next step because you may be feeling overburdened. Now is the time to evaluate bad habits that hold you back. Next up, the Six of Swords. Through the snow, the crow makes a trip over choppy waters in pursuit of a better life. Along the way, he has lost a few feathers, but it is a sacrifice he made for a chance to rebuild and start over. The Six of Swords denotes a time that will require you to cut your losses and begin anew. This decision will not come easily, and there may be feelings of regret along the way. However, once the journey is complete, you will be able to recognize that the result was worth the sacrifice. Focusing on the new opportunity instead of the loss will help ease the transition. When reversed, the Six of Swords indicates that you are reluctant and unprepared to commit to change. You may also be holding on to habits of the past that will not let you fully move on. Next up is the Five of Swords. Wow, there's a lot going on in there, isn't there? That is a lot of stuff going on. The victorious crow holds the swords of those he defeated. On the surface, the victory may look positive, but in the end could lead to loneliness and despair. The Five of Swords denotes a hard-fought battle that you won, but the cost may end up being higher than expected. It could be a loss of friendship at the expense of being right, or a conflict that will leave you feeling isolated. Reversed, the Five of Swords indicates that you are tired of fighting and you have accepted that some gains are not worth the battle. Interesting. Next up, we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. The crow appears to be dead, but he is going to a place of complete inner calm so that he can refortify his mind and body. He has encountered several challenges, and there may still be more to come, but before facing any more tasks, he needs to take a wellness break. The Four of Swords is a reminder to take time out to recharge your spirit and your mind. Find a quiet place where you can freely travel inward and absorb the loving energy of your higher self. This card indicates you will be able to resolve your situation from a place of clarity and compassion. Perhaps afraid of what the stillness might reveal, the Four of Swords reversed speaks to a person who is busying themselves with tasks to avoid the silence of their mind. Interesting. Okay. The dreaded Three of Hearts, Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Ain't that a mother? Okay. The crow watches his partner fly away. The three swords puncturing the heart represent the pair of crows and the issue that resulted in the separation. The three swords represent a time of sadness and loss. However, without sorrow, we would never understand true happiness, and without loss, we would not appreciate all we have. There is no avoiding the sadness indicated by the Three of Swords, but this situation also offers a valuable life lesson, one that is essential for growth. This card asks that you take steps to learn how to heal your heart and your soul. When this card is reversed, it is a sign that although much time has gone by, you are finding it difficult to let go of a painful situation, or perhaps you are holding on to an old grudge. This is an excellent time to take inventory of your feelings and ask yourself which ones are preventing you from living or loving. Yeah, such a sad card. Makes me want to cry just looking at it. Okay, Two of Swords. The blindfolded crow balances herself on the blades of two swords. She calmly stays in place, unable to see the edges or where to safely hop to next. She is afraid of making a dangerous or painful mistake. The Two of Swords suggests that you may find it difficult to make a significant decision because you feel you are unable to see the full picture, or that there is valuable information that is being withheld. If you are feeling stuck, evaluate where the fear is coming from and look for the steps and information you need to proceed safely. When the Two of Swords is reversed, the problem with indecision is heightened. You are unable to find any clarity due to an overload of information, thus leaving you more confused and unable to figure out what is most relevant. Man, these swords are a bummer. Okay. Here we go. Our last card in the Suit of Swords is the Ace of Swords. And that's a rather beautiful card, I must say. The Ace of Swords brings dynamic, raw energy, and for those who have the mental and physical strength, it offers a power that will quickly break through any barrier. The Ace of Swords card represents a time of ideas, problem solving, and quick-mindedness. Whether you are arguing for a cause or answering questions during a job interview, you will feel prepared to articulate your position with passion and purpose. The reversed Ace of Swords suggests that you are having a hard time completing a project because there is a lack of vision. And that will do it for the Suit of Swords for the Crow deck, the Crow Tarot. And we are going to end this with our next video on the Suit of Pentacles. But I'm going to end this video here and now. If you are really enjoying this deck, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below. Otherwise, please join me to go over the Suit of Pentacles and see what good stuff we've got going on there. And I will see you then. Have a great day.